What's up, crackheads? We're back with episode 7 or 8. I don't remember. Do not remember offhand, but we're just going to roll with it. We're getting up there, climbing up, huh? In this one, we talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Obviously, Han Solo's out, so we got to continue the Star Wars binge that we're on as long as possible. So if you guys hate Star Wars, just fucking bear with it. Forming the LLC for the Passive and Aggressive brand. We just did that like a couple of days ago. Pretty exciting shit. Literally. The difference between our office jobs, we both like to bitch and complain and see which one has it worse. And you guys get to hear us cry. Don finally gets to play the Detroit Become Human game, which I think we got the title wrong like on the second podcast. Like, he talked about it a little bit, then he was pretty hyped for it, and it finally was released. So talks a little bit more about it. Motor City MyLeague updates. How shitty we've been playing. I think it's just Dalton personally, but we're just gonna act like it's a team that's fucking up. Don't tell him that. NBA playoffs. Talk about how fucking great LeBron is. Like, I don't care. You can hate on LeBron all you want. You can say that he's not the greatest of all time, but you have to say that he is the greatest player in the league right now. Bottom line, he carries the fucking Cleveland Cavs. Like, you take Curry off Golden State, they're still a playoff team. You take LeBron off the Cavs, they're a fucking dumpster team. So just keep that in mind, all right? Before you start hating with that little Facebook bullshit comments. All right, I'm getting off track. We talked about Nick Diaz and some drama that he's going through. He's smacking some women apparently. I'm not sure if it's true or not. Give a little opinion on it, and we'll find out more probably within the next few days or so. Thompson versus Till happened yesterday. Actually, I'm recording this a couple of days ahead before when we recorded the podcast, so you can get our takes on the fight before it happened, and you can get my little bullshit take on it now, because I think that Wonderboy won and Till got a hometown decision, but I gotta watch it again. I watched it one time. I gotta watch it again without any commentators or anything like that. Just get my own opinion. We also talked about UFC 225 and a few more other things MMA related. So stay tuned. Just unzipped his pants one day.
What? Why the fuck would he do that?
I don't know what I do.
Do you think gay people are like sex terrorists or something?
I think gay people have way more sex than straight people. For Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
It's double XP weekend.
It's not double XP weekend. That is not at all what it's called.
That's what it's called at RuneScape.
This isn't RuneScape, man.
It should be.
Double drops.
Double drop weekend? Is it because it's Memorial Weekend, or is it because it's the Han Solo movie?
It's because of Solo.
Well, I'm digging it.
I'm digging it as well. Even if I don't think I'll dig the Solo movie, these double drops are pretty dope.
What did you get so far from the drops?
I started at a 1 out of 100 Old Ben. Mm-hmm. He's now at 45 out of 100. I got my...
Jesus Christ. For you guys that don't know, to get to 1 to 40 out of 100 in this game.
You're right. We're not explaining things very much.
Would take what, like a week on average if you don't spend crystals?
Mm-hmm.
So with this double XP weekend, and obviously this guy over here who fell into Star Wars, their whole scheme, paid $20 for crystals.
I'm a victim, man. It's not my fault. These mobile games, they're like programmed to violate. I know they're trying to get into my head, and they are.
You know it, and you still let them.
So
you're like a cigarette smoker.
It's like a science,
who can't fucking quit.
Exactly. That's actually exactly right.
Yeah.
People,
well, don't be a cigarette
You tell me
smoker.
don't judge me. It's like, it's my life. I'll do what I want with it. You know what I mean? And just because I spent money on it doesn't mean that I regret it at all. I still have 1,000 crystals left. This is about to be the best fucking weekend ever for me.
You're telling me you never...
I didn't say never. I said this time.
Every time I made a purchase on this fucking game, I regretted it. Every single time. It's like, are you serious? I could have spent that on something I needed.
Well, you probably bought the wrong thing then.
Bought Vader?
See, yeah. You regret that? You probably still wouldn't have that Vader.
That's the only one that I do not regret.
The extra money on Darcion, I regret because I fucking read the...
You're using him now.
I read the reward wrong. I thought I was going to get like, I don't know, like...
A lot.
50 shards or whatever to upgrade him. I got fucking 15 for $10. I was salty as fuck.
Out of like 65.
Yeah, that I needed.
Yeah.
But back to the double XP weekend. I had a 1 out of 100 TIE fighter. I now have a 57 out of 100 TIE fighter, which I really need because...
Your Empire team is lacking.
Yeah, my Empire team is struggling. Like right now, I just transferred from a Rebel team to an Empire team. And I transferred kind of early because I was getting sick of getting my ass beat by all these fucking douchebags that...
Apparently only the Empire and Sith are good. So if you're not Empire or Sith, you're just going to lose.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but that's kind of the trend.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
Like a good Rebel team, if you got the two homeboys from Rogue One. What are they?
Baze, Malbus, and Chirrut.
Yeah.
Effectively called Chase.
If you have Chase, and then you got Wedge and Biggs. And then you got Old Ben or R2, you're going to fucking destroy.
Wedge and Biggs are also called Wigs, by the way. I'm not joking. Yeah, that would be incredible, but that's a lot of farming to do, and their gear is also tough to do.
It's not a lot of farming, it's a lot of money.
That too.
Because you can't really farm them. You can, but...
You can, they're just higher levels.
Yeah, you'll probably be 85 before you get 7-star everywhere.
I'm actually level 83.
Yeah, you're almost max, dude.
I'm pretty close.
I'm 79. I'm not even close to
You're
80.
not close. Did you know that level 73, I think, is the halfway point?
I believe it. In RuneScape, 92 is the halfway to 99.
I hate that shit.
When you reach 92, it like is a complete demoralizer because you're like, fuck, I'm only halfway.
I hate that
But
shit.
obviously, the extra half is a lot faster because you're at 92.
But I think that's just bad, like, game design.
I don't. Make
It's poorly scaled. If you're playing God of War, every single level feels like the same length and it's all balanced out. So you're not being jarred across like, oh, that was easy, and now I'm 5 levels higher because of one enemy.
This isn't God of War. This is an app that they try to make
and it's poorly designed is what I'm saying.
Is it though? Because they get you addicted right off rip. They give you like 3 hours
in
of
terms
straight
of
gameplay of constantly leveling up, constant energy, so you can continue to play.
That was only up to level 30.
Yeah. And then after that, they kind of scale it down.
Not really. It's still kind of fast, but...
No, my level was... Take at least a week to level.
Now, because you're past 72.
And I'm not mad at that. I don't want it to max out quick.
I just want it to be balanced. And the fact that it's not balanced, I think, is a game flaw. Obviously, they don't really care about the game flaws because they're just trying to make money. And it's working.
And you're falling for it.
Their numbers are dropping.
Really?
It's like I'm the only ones. They made like 10 million last quarter.
This fucking app made $10 million?
Yes, and that was low.
What are we doing with our lives?
Well, I mean, it didn't come from us.
Clearly... all these fucking apps are remaking themselves with different popular shit.
Yeah.
The Marvel one.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Let's DC. Let's go right now. Let's go make another LLC.
I don't want to be a part of that. No one likes that. We'd kill the genre.
We'll hire a bitch on Fiverr to code the whole thing for us.
That is not how that works.
And then, bam, little bit of this, a little bit of bow.
Wait, so what do we do?
We just outsource everything.
What?
Get the LLC on it.
Oh my god.
And then
you're really excited about this LLC thing, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Are you not?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not trying to go create multiple businesses now that I have one.
Well, maybe it was just a segue.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go on.
Well, breaking news. Dun, dun. We made an LLC for this podcast today.
What a strange thing to announce.
It's pretty dope. We were supposed to do it yesterday. We probably should have did it a while ago, realistically. But we were just like, you know, when you say that you want to start doing something and then you start working on it and then you start to legitimize it, but you are almost waiting to see if you are going to legitimize it or not. We were at that point. But we were supposed to look into it yesterday. But when I came home, I had a fucking major headache. So I had a bright idea. I'll smoke and play a couple games of Halo to like...
calm down.
Lose the headache. I don't calm down when I play Halo. I get into that shit and I get competitive and I hate when I fucking lose and it made my headache even worse. Which I got some pretty dope clips I got to show you of like me.
You have clips?
Clutching shit. Yeah, I learned how to record on the Xbox. I'm like,
no.
I feel like an old person. I didn't know that shit. But anyways, so I couldn't get rid of my headache and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go to sleep because I got like 3 hours of sleep the night before. Set my alarm for 6:30, woke up at 10:30. So I was like, fuck.
So you snoozed it a couple times?
Yeah. So I don't even think I remember hearing it at all.
Yeah.
So I probably like was half asleep. I heard it go off and just fucking stopped it and went right to bed. But fast forward to today, I felt shitty because I wasn't productive with my day. And whenever I'm not productive with my day, the next day I'm always like fucking. Whoo,
Like, it fucks with you. I noticed.
Like green means go, motherfucker. It's time to go. So at work today, I was forming an LLC on my phone. And then I went to the bathroom and finished it. So I literally made our company while taking a shit.
Wow, I was expecting a much grander story the way you set that up, but
well, at first I was setting it all up, and I was asking you questions like, what do we want? Do we want this website? Do we want this one? What kind of package do we want? Do we need this? Because I know a little bit about business because, I got a business degree, but I
feel like you should know more than a little bit.
I'm not balls deep in it like I should be. You know how college is, man. When you're in college, you don't really fucking care about.
Don't you have a bachelor's?
Applying yourself.
You have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
What do you mean you didn't apply yourself?
I didn't. I didn't apply myself to any class. Those classes aren't hard, dude. It's like high school 2.0.
Well, you went to Baker College.
That's true.
So
the 400 level classes were kind of hard. They're not hard. You just got to put more work in.
Back to the story.
Yeah, but back to the story. My lead at my job is leaving, so he's teaching my supervisor how to cover his desk temporarily.
Was this the story you were telling?
Listen, motherfucker.
Okay, sorry.
To replace him. Mm-hmm. And so somebody can cover him, right? So my supervisor's been sitting right next to me all fucking week. So I can't like fuck around as much and do podcast shit at my job because that job don't mean shit to me. This means more to me. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, fuck. So I started doing a little bit of it. And then she came in and I was waiting a little bit, texting you, acting like I was doing work because I didn't have anything to do. Nobody needed help, whatever. And I was like, fuck it. Then I went to the bathroom and I spent I think 35 minutes in that bitch. Texting you, texting my cousin who just formed an LLC, and then filing it and doing it. I got lost.
Your boss didn't notice?
Carried away time. No, I don't. If she did, she didn't say shit, which...
My coworkers repeatedly call me out on how long I spend in the bathroom, and I only spend at most 10 minutes in there.
Fuck that.
Because I don't like to come back to my computer with my screen off because then people think I'm a lazy worker.
First of all, you shouldn't give a shit what they think. Second of all...
I shouldn't care whether my coworkers and bosses think I'm lazy?
Yeah. You shouldn't care what your coworkers think. Your bosses know if you're lazy or not based off your workload. At least I hope so.
No, I'm pretty sure it's based off how long my screen is black. That's what my evidence is.
Well, then your bosses are retarded. They're judging it off something that's irrelevant. They should judge it off of how much work is completed opposed to how long you're sitting at your desk. Sitting at your desk for 8 hours is not going to make you more productive than somebody sitting at your desk for 6. Taking breaks is statistically proven to increase productivity.
Back to the story.
That was the story. I took a 35-minute shit and I made our business.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought you were doing a lot more research into this when you were actually talking to me.
I'm pretty sure you did a little bit more research than I did.
I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I sent you all kinds of information. Did I send some screenshots?
You sent me one screenshot.
All kinds of information.
That's not all kinds of
flow charts and fucking animations.
And pivot tables.
Exactly.
Your own macros and your spreadsheets and shit based off our business plan. That really helped.
You did come in clutch with the promo code.
I only remembered that because of fucking Joe Rogan's podcast. It said promo code. I'm like, wait, I think Joe Rogan has one. So I typed in Joe Rogan, LegalZoom, and then it was Rogan for $10 off.
Just like that.
Yeah, it wasn't that clutch. It was $10.
Thanks, Joe Rogan.
But yeah, so we're officially a business once we get these paperwork in and sign shit, Mm-hmm. We're going to say we're official.
I think we've always been a business.
All we need is a whistle. And a bitch named Crystal.
That's a different...
No, it's not. Don't even argue with me on this.
All right.
After I got off work...
Today?
Yeah. I came home and I jogged. I was... Did I tell you I was going to jog 10 miles?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I got a hair appointment at 4 o'clock. I get off at 1:30. I can get home at 2. I can hurry up and jog 10 miles. And then I'll have just enough time to get to my fucking hair appointment. Man. I came home. My girlfriend was home. I had to talk to her for a little bit before she went to work.
Had to.
Yeah. Jogged 4 miles. And it was already 3:15. I hurry up to shower, go to get my hair cut. So I didn't have enough time to jog 10. But listen to this shit, dude. I lost track of time. So I hurry up and came in the house, rushing, and I was sweating my ass off because it's 90 degrees outside. Mm-hmm. And I hurried up and jumped in the shower. And when you take a shower that's hot, and then you get out and you're like after an insanity workout or something, like your heart's still kind of racing and you're still sweating like a lot.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of having to like wipe your face off and shit.
Okay, not that much.
Well, I sweat a lot. I don't know why. I just do. Probably because how much water I drink.
You're a big guy.
And I hurry up and put this on, a little tank top and some shorts to get to my appointment because it's like 5 minutes away and I was going to go tanning after and I didn't want to get all dressed up, whatever. And I was sweating still, nonstop. And then once I got to the salon, I fucking remembered that the hairstylist is gay. And I was like, fuck, watch some fucking shit happen. And I get there, I sit down, and he immediately says, he's like, oh, you're dressed for summer? And he goes, and I was like, yeah, it is hot out. And he goes, you're even sweating like it. He's like, and I could not stop sweating because once he said that, I was like, okay, this shit's fucking.
Oh, it made it 100% worse, didn't it?
Okay, calm down. I'm calm. I'm like, why am I not, like, I couldn't stop sweating. It's fucking dripping down my face, getting in my eyes. I got, that fucking thing they put over you when you're getting your haircut, that blanket. My hands are like right here, like, oh, I gotta itch my face, and I couldn't because of that. And he like had like a little napkin he was wiping my forehead with.
Oh, that's nice.
That shit got weird, dude.
Why?
I felt uncomfortable with it.
Well, don't sweat so fucking much then. What do you mean you were uncomfortable with it? He was the fucking guy wiping your sweaty ass forehead. Are you serious?
I'm the victim here, okay?
So full of
Listen to the story.
Oh my god.
So we're having small talk, whatever. Like I asked him what he's doing for Memorial Day, blah blah blah. He asked me, and then he goes to wash my hair, and he washed it for like 2 minutes. I don't know if that's normal, but last time he didn't wash it for 2 minutes. Like he was like straight up massaging my head for like at least 2 minutes.
Oh.
And he kept talking about how he wants to dye my hair blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, he did that to you too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Thank God. That makes me feel so much better. Because he said he told me he would do it for free. And I was like, maybe next time. I made a joke saying, yeah, my girlfriend would hate that or something like that. She's like, not the way I would do it. I bet you she would love it. And then he finishes my hair. And then he shows me in the mirror like they do. And I said, it looks good. And he goes, yeah, you look like a very handsome man. And I was like, thanks.
Yeah. He says that to me all the time.
Does he really? Or are you fucking with me?
I'm not.
I hope you're telling me the truth.
I'm 100% telling you the truth.
Cool. Never mind then.
He told me I'd pick up all kinds of ladies. Like I walk in there with, like I just get out of the shower and I don't do my hair at all because I'm about to go get it cut. I walk in there, no, you do fine with the ladies, I'm sure. And then I look like a fucking clown with the way my hair looks. So he's just a nice guy. Thank
God. Because I thought he was like trying to
make a move,
and see what I would do. I was like, man, I really like, what should I do? Should I just go with it, follow through, make him think that it's possible, and then maybe he'll give me some like extra cool things with my hair. I really like this guy. I don't want to like leave because he has a crush on me, right?
Yeah.
So I would stay and get my hair cut. But I don't know, like if he like just unzipped his pants one day.
What? Why the fuck would he do that?
I don't know what I'd do.
Do you think gay people are like sex terrorists or something?
I think gay people have way more sex than straight people.
That doesn't mean they're just whipping it out in a fucking hair salon.
I've seen it in person.
While doing their hair?
No, it was at absurd. A club. But
that's
same
100%
fucking difference, bro.
No, it is not. No, it is absolutely not. It's a completely different environment.
Well, that makes me feel so much better because I thought my hairstylist was
I was very concerned when you walked in here like, dude, I gotta tell you something about that haircut, dude. It's fucked up. And you just walked out. And like, I referred you to this guy and you're panicking like he fucking raped you. I was very concerned.
Verbally got pretty close, man.
I'm trying not to look at your hair because I thought that maybe he did a bad job with it and you're sensitive about it.
No, I wish.
No. You're just worried that he liked you.
Fucking, I was. But that was my day.
Wow.
Sure, anything crazy happened in your day other than your fucking coworkers bitching at you for being at your off your desk? Dude, that pisses me off. If my coworkers did that shit to me, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves. Are you serious right now? Like, do I pay attention to what the fuck you do? Don't pay attention to me. Are you my fucking boss? Does that have any effect on you? Does my job affect you in any way? No? Okay, go fuck yourself. That's what I would say. Especially if they kept doing it, I would snap one day. Like at first I'd be like, yeah, blah, blah. And then
you seem to have snapped. These are clearly some very deep-seated feelings you have here.
But that just annoys the shit out of me.
I see that. I said 2 fucking things. You went off. Oh my Lord. They don't even say it that much. They literally said it one time. Like, yeah, you're in there for a while.
I thought you said that they said it.
I was joking. And then you blew up like a nuclear bomb. I
thought they were taking advantage of my friend.
You're an idiot. You just don't like office people because you're in a situation.
I hate office people. I hate the office
life. You don't like
life.
the office.
I just don't like the office life. It's not for me.
You just don't like the people at your office. That is not representative of every office.
I still don't like the office.
I love my office. I love every single person in that office.
I feel locked in.
You're claustrophobic.
I feel enclosed. I feel trapped.
Ask for a bigger cubicle.
I don't have a cubicle.
Ask for a cubicle.
I don't want a fucking cubicle.
So what's the problem?
It doesn't matter. Cubicle, no cubicle.
What are you locked in?
I'm saying I'm locked in a room.
What?
With a computer.
Okay.
I'm fucking doing trivial shit and...
You're describing most of my life so far?
Right. And that just, for me, it's mind numbing and...
Like video games and shit and browsing the internet,
what the fuck am I
watching
doing?
Netflix.
That's different. You're looking at shit that you're interested in. Are you playing games that you're interested in?
I'm indulging in my hobby at my work.
Right, you are. I'm not. So I'm doing mind-numbing shit that's irrelevant to me. That doesn't.
Okay, so maybe neither of our office experiences are very indicative of the average office experience. Because mine's like the perfect scenario for me, where everyone's nice, no one's very confrontational. I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. I have flexible hours. They buy me food. That's like the perfect office. And yours is like the opposite. Except you get a lot of benefits.
They do all that
for all
shit
your bitching.
too.
Except that you don't like the people.
I just don't get along with them. I don't know them. Like, I don't...
Have you tried to get to know them? I didn't know...
Yeah.
I didn't even talk to my coworkers for like the first 6 months.
Well, that's because you're a weirdo.
I was an intern. I thought I was beneath them.
Oh my God. I hate when people think like that, man.
That's not why I thought that way. I didn't literally think that, like, no, I'm beneath them. I shouldn't talk to them. That's ridiculous.
You were like nervous because you're a temp or intern or whatever?
No, I just didn't feel like I had need to. And so I didn't. And then after I became full-time, they invited me to like lunch, and then I started talking to them. I got to know them, and then we became great friends. And now they signed my birthday card.
Great friends, huh?
And do a lot more, obviously.
All right, enough about this boring shit.
Oh, okay.
Your Detroit game came out.
Did it?
Today, right?
Detroit! Become Human. You know, I think we got the title wrong.
I would not be surprised.
We called it Beyond. We called it Beyond Human.
First of all, we did call it Beyond Human. Second of all, there is no we.
Don't blame me.
Shit.
Don't do it. Don't.
I didn't even know that game existed.
I told you about it
until you told me about it.
Maybe if you ever listened or did any research, because I definitely called it Detroit Beyond.
Yes, you're correct.
Become Human.
Beyond Human.
I don't think
you said
so.
Look at your notes because you forgot the damn title. Fuck out of here.
It might be a little bit my fault. Listen, what I'm saying is I definitely called it by the right title during the podcast, but afterwards, when we were naming it, we were like, Beyond Human, that'll be perfect. That's the name of the game. I know that was me, but I still called it right. And if you had listened, you'd have been like, dude, it's called Become Human.
So it's my fault because I didn't listen and correct your own
Proofread.
mistake.
How many times do I do that for you?
Proofread?
Yes, I correct you all the time.
I hate it. He makes me want to punch you in the face sometimes.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, yes, Detroit Become Human is a PS4 game we talked about before, where you control 3 different characters in this futuristic scenario where androids are being built in Detroit. And these androids are super lifelike. Think Westworld. And there's this dilemma, this moral dilemma, where you don't really know if these things have feelings, if they dream, all that shit.
So kind of like Westworld.
Exactly like Westworld, really. Yeah. But in like a modern, real life scenario. Like it's literally in Detroit. Like Chrysler Building and everything.
It's in the future, so the buildings are probably futuristic,
it's slightly in the future. There's like a big monorail that's super futuristic, yeah.
What's a monorail?
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
No.
It's not a monorail. It's like a train that's on one axis.
Oh, yeah, we got that in real life.
Yeah, but it's much better and futuristic. The People Mover. I don't know if it is the People Mover.
I think that's what it's called.
But anyway, so the game just came out today, Friday, 25th. I haven't gotten to play it myself because I have no time, and I just beat God of War.
You beat it?
Well, I beat the story, which is like a fraction of the game.
Did you fucking fight Thor or no?
I'm not going to spoil that.
That's a yes. Are you fucking with me?
What the hell, man? I said I'm not going to spoil it. What kind of reaction is that?
Shake your head no.
Because I didn't.
You didn't fight Odin?
No.
What the fuck's the point of the goddamn game then?
This is only...
You can spoil the goddamn game, dude.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Why?
And I'm not.
Why
Play
not?
it yourself.
Oh my god. That's going to take me
I
8
will
years.
tell you, though, that the creators of the game have already planned like 4 to 5 more games.
4 to 5.
This is just part 1, man.
Well, we better fucking face Thor in the
It's
second
not
one.
about Thor and Odin. Who is it about?
Kratos?
And...
His son? Mm-hmm. Oh, so they're going to make more of with the son in it?
Mm-hmm. The story's a big deal.
Did they show any of the son's powers at the end? Like, does he get anything cool?
Well, they divulge a lot of information that makes you think a lot differently about the entire scenario.
Is his mama a god?
I'm not spoiling it.
Yes.
His dad's a god.
No shit.
I'm not spoiling it.
You're so bad at not spoiling shit.
I think I'm pretty fine because you've gotten both answers wrong so far.
See, there you go. Now I know his mom's not a god.
Now you know both things. Okay, I see your game. That's some next level shit. You're playing 4D chess. I'm over here playing checkers. Anyway, back to Detroit Become Human. Overall, the reception of the game's been pretty great, which is I'm thankful for because it looked like it had a great story, and I didn't want a good story game to fail because there's not enough of those, like God of War.
I feel like it's all PS4 has.
Well, rightly so. That's because they have the best exclusives, and Sony cares about that shit.
Because they know they can't fuck with shooter games.
They don't want to. They know what matters. They know what matters.
They don't know what's as popular.
Anyway, so the story is just as dramatic and immersive as I tried to make it out to seem when we talked about it, where you're making choices and like you could literally turn one of the characters into a villain or a hero based on your choices. A lot of games in that genre don't really do that. Like
In that genre?
Of like decision maker games where, you know, they'll offer you conversation options and then it's like Fallout, where it's just taking you on different routes to the same destination. This, you change your destination based on the choices you make, definitely.
So is there like a shit ton of destinations?
The entire story is like 10 hours long, I think, for the 3 characters. And you can replay it over and over again and the choice will change every single time.
How there has
Not
to be a
every
limit.
single time.
Like, is there?
But like you can do different things every single time. So the replayability is like infinite almost. Not infinite, but a lot of time for us anyway.
That is pretty fucking dope.
Absolutely. Apparently there's some occasional heavy-handed writing, but I mean,
What is that?
what's heavy-handed writing?
Yeah. Is that when you like get angry and you're fucking? I hate writing this paper.
That's like if someone's feeling sad, they're like, I'm sad.
Oh,
Where they're
no.
literally just telling you.
It's fine because they think the people that are gonna play it are fucking retards.
I'm not saying that's literally a thing that happened in the game. That was just an example to get the point across to you because I didn't know how to explain heavy-handed writing.
Gotcha.
So anyway, that's a game that I'm really looking forward to playing. And maybe it's something that I'll turn into a video series because I am starting the passive plays soon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That'll be actually
Your mama
should be
got
this
you
weekend.
the big black dildo that
The green screen,
they
yeah.
gave you enough spunk to start your own passive play channel.
I guess so. It's not a different channel. Don't sound jealous.
I'm happy you're doing that.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to play some Dota 2, some Detroit. Maybe I'll practice some NBA 2K because we're actually playing absolutely terrible.
Dude, we lost 3 in a row. I don't think it's as bad. Jesus. Did you not do that?
I didn't know it would be that loud. Yeah, we're not doing well, man. Episode 5 just came out on this weekend, if you're listening this Monday. And it was a doubleheader against Cavs, ending with 2 losses for us. In the first game, we lost 121-93. LeBron had 29 points, 9 rebounds.
Fuck, dude. He almost had a double-double.
1 assist.
1 assist. Okay.
There were 30 rebounds between Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love.
Yeah. Drummond.
Fucking absurd. We were getting out-rebounded. Should not happen.
I'll take part of the blame for the rebounds in the first game.
Nick had 24 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. So you had 5 fewer points and 2 fewer rebounds.
Not horrible, but I could do better.
And I had 21 points, 1 rebound, obviously, and 4 assists. I have not been getting a lot of assists lately, and it's bothering me.
I noticed that. You didn't get that much the second game.
It's not like I'm not passing it, though. I'm not passing it.
I think our team's just in
just
a
bricking
slump.
so much. I think we might be slumping. I think this might just be a bad streak for our team.
Yeah. They have to have streaks in the game.
I've looked that shit up countlessly, and people swear that that's not coded in the game, but then there are also people that swear that it is. But that means it's just based on their experience.
There's people that are super fucking good at the game that probably play online all the time, and they know how to play against the computer and win.
Well, yeah, but they're also using like cheesy shit.
Right, and then they got like the cheap goal, like the cheat goal in NHL or whatever, like forehand backhand shoot.
Yeah,
they
just
probably got something like that.
Icon pass directly into the paint. Dunk,
right.
dunk, dunk, dunk.
And there's people like us that play it twice, 3 times a week if we're lucky.
And we're just trying to emulate actual basketball.
Yeah, and we get destroyed.
Absolutely. Well,
Which it's good. I like the fact that we have adversity.
I mean, yeah, but if we're losing literally every game, which has been the case
every game.
3 straight weeks.
We upped the difficulty to All-Star. We won the first 2 games and we lost the next 3. Let's see. Let's try to make it even. What the fuck?
Okay. Well, in game 2, it was 113 to 106. I led the scoring with 27, so I tried to bounce back a little bit. Still 1 rebound and 4 assists.
Exact same?
Yep. Nick had 22 points on 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
Ooh, almost triple-double.
4 steals, 4 blocks. LeBron only went 21, 6, and 8.
8 assists, though.
Oh, yeah, but that's not your fault.
See,
you shut him down.
I shut him down.
You shut him down. But CD fucking Osman, their shooting guard, who's like 22 years old from fucking Turkey, balled out of control and scored almost as many points as LeBron.
Yeah, like
it's a game we should have won if our offense was stepped up, and maybe if we moved the ball more.
If our team played like normal and Drummond got fucking 20 plus rebounds.
He got like 13.
And Blake got at least 20 points.
Yeah, he gets like 14 points in both games, I think.
And Held fucked up.
We tried to trade Healed.
Yeah. Is it Healed?
It's Healed. Oh, I've told you that numerous times.
Well, fuck Healed, okay? We need to get Donovan Mitchell.
He's not that bad,
somehow.
But we tried to trade for Donovan Mitchell. It didn't fucking work. It's not going to work. We need alternatives. You keep trying to fucking run your head into the same wall. We need alternatives.
Who's another good shooting guard that's not as good as Donovan Mitchell?
Literally no one. No, that's not true. Obviously, that was a joke. Eric Gordon, maybe from the Rockets. He's been killer for them in this playoff series.
Speaking of, when I fell asleep I was supposed to wake up at 6:30.
Thursday, yep.
Yeah, yesterday. I took my nap. I was supposed to wake up at 6:30. And I woke up at 10:30 instead. Mm-hmm. I decided to watch the second half of the Houston Golden State game. Mm-hmm. And that was fucking slick. I seen CP3 this fucking drill a 3 on Curry.
You saw that?
Yeah, he fucking drilled that shit over Curry. Like Curry was like that. If that was NBA 2K18, that'd be heavily contested.
Yeah, we'd be pissed if that was made in our face.
He fucking just stared him down and gave him that little.
Gave him the shimmy,
and Curry took it like a champ. Dude.
Yeah, he just laughed it off. I feel like there is some kind of emotions there, but they spilled my coffee everywhere. But they seem to be.
Sam's gonna be pissed.
They seem to be having fun with it.
Is that a bad thing?
To be having fun with it?
Yeah, this is the fucking playoffs, the Western Conference Finals. I feel like they should be a little bit more intense.
Finals. It's the NBA Finals.
You say that, but from what I've seen of these games, I've watched like 2 of the games, and both teams are making turnovers left and right.
You watch
constantly.
You watch much more of Thursday's game, than the other one in the series, right?
I watched like
yesterday was like the craziest fucking game in basketball playoffs.
Why do you say that?
Because both teams are much better than they should that they're playing, and they're just fucking tossing shit up.
This whole series, Curry's been playing like shit. Harden has been playing like shit.
Especially bad.
Harden had one good game, and Curry's had one good game.
Harden has missed 17 threes in a row.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're telling me these teams could fucking take out Boston?
Harden's been shit for a couple games, because that seems to be what he does. He just stops at critical games or gets tired.
Isn't he just not a playoff performer? He's not clutch?
I mean, that's what people accuse him of. He's going to have to show it now
because fucking helping his case.
Because Chris Paul has got an injury, pulled a hammy in the last game. He fucking carried the team.
I was watching that, like how he was just limping at the end of the game, and I was like, the inner hockey came out of me. I'm like, you fucking pussy. If that was a hockey player, they would not even fucking give a shit. In the playoffs, they would still be killing it.
Well, he didn't.
It's hot.
So,
but the way they're playing right now, I think that either team would lose to Boston if Boston comes up against them.
I don't think so, man. I think they would know for certain that they would win, and
and that's going to be their kryptonite.
I mean, maybe, But I mean, this is the first time that the Warriors have even been challenged. If you think about their last season where they were almost perfect, they got to the finals. They only lost one fucking game after going up 3-0.
That wasn't last season. That was 2 seasons ago.
It was last season.
When they had the best record in the season ever.
Not the best record. Just after the first year of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that was 2 seasons ago, son.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. You're right. But, anyways, I still think that the way that Golden State's playing with how sloppy they are, it's not going to work against the Boston team.
They're too good. They have 4 of the best fucking scorers possibly in basketball. There's no way they don't score.
They're not scoring.
Right now, in a non-pivotal game.
They haven't been scoring all fucking
Yes, they
series.
have. How did they take a 2-0 lead? How'd they take a 2-0 lead if they're not scoring?
One game where they were dominating. The rest of them have been really close.
So? They're the 2 best teams in basketball.
And the past 2 games, they have...
They're the 2 best teams in basketball. You're saying they can't beat fucking Boston.
They're not playing like the best teams in basketball is what I'm saying.
Against each other.
They're sloppy as fuck. I don't... Like, just because you're 2 of the best teams doesn't mean you're going to have a lot of turnovers. You're telling me Vegas versus Capitals, there's going to be a crazy amount of turnovers because they're the 2 best teams in the NHL?
No, I'm not saying that's a definite thing that would apply to every single scenario. That would be fucking stupid.
Well, I'm saying the NBA... Like, the way they're playing...
I'm saying that's what's happening right now.
Which means that they're not the best teams right now.
They are. It's not just...
On paper, they are. Sure.
It's not like this is consistently going to be them.
And their season records, yeah, sure. But the way that they're playing right now in this series, I don't think that they're as good as Boston or Cleveland. Boston. Cleveland, yeah. Because Cleveland's just LeBron.
Cleveland's going to win.
I hope so.
Boston's going to lose the next game because they can't win it on the road. They lost every single road game.
That's right. Well, so did Cleveland, technically.
I mean, I guess so. But not because of that. That's just because they're underperformers.
LeBron looked tired the last game. He looked worn out.
Yeah.
I seen a stat that he's ran like 9 marathons on the court since the beginning of this season.
9 marathons?
Yeah, like 200.
Who calculates that
200
shit?
For real. Like,
who's watching?
What kind of asshole got hired at the NBA to record that statistic?
That's impossible, man.
I believe it.
It must just be like a rough estimation.
Well, regardless, he looked tired. And after running 9 marathons, I don't fucking blame him. Because I'm training for 1. And that shit's rough.
A little different, but like you're not quite the size of LeBron, so your legs got to do more work.
I feel like his legs have to do way more work.
But his legs are bigger.
And he's bigger. He has way more muscle on him.
True.
He weighs heavier. He gets 100 pounds on me at least.
But his legs are bigger, so he has to run literally less because he covers more ground.
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. Topic change. What's going on in MMA? Wait, I'll tell you what's going on in MMA. Oh, first time Dalton has news about MMA that Nick didn't. Y'all ready for this? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Nick Diaz is in jail.
He's still in jail?
He's currently in jail. His bail was set at $18,000.
It's not even that much.
He remains in custody and cannot post bail until after a court hearing scheduled for Saturday at 9 a.m.
That's some bullshit. What did he go to jail for?
All right. So the way I found out about it was on Reddit. Someone posted this picture of a police report of one Nicholas R. Diaz. Incarcerated for 12 units were dispatched to the scene where the alleged victim was transported to a local hospital and Diaz was combative with officers during his arrest.
What?
Yeah. Apparently he is charged with domestic violence with strangulation.
He choked motherfucker out?
Yeah. And this is after news of Diaz's brother, Nate.
This was after Nate's? So Nate...
This news comes after Nate's. Nate's is being investigated by the Sacramento, California Police Department for an alleged assault on Clay Guida.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Both
Clay's
of these are real.
Fucking bitch, man. Clay called Nate out on... what's that app that you can like live stream off your phone? Hype or something. I don't know. Anyways, he was on that talking to his fans, and out of nowhere, he called Nate Diaz out with like the worst, like Kobe Covington like little promo. Like, if you want to get your head bounced on the mat again, why don't you come take on me? Why don't you take a real man on like me, Nate? Huh? You don't be scared, homie. Like, who the fuck are you're in zero position to fight him, and you're coming off like he's afraid of you. You're like, you guys aren't even in the same weight class. Come
You know
on.
who that sounds like? You literally just described Nate Diaz calling out Conor McGregor.
The difference is
Conor was a champ.
The difference is Nate's a draw, and everybody wants to see that fight.
Not
Nate
at the
was
time.
a draw.
He was not nearly as big.
Yes, you're right, but he was still a draw.
I wouldn't call it a draw. He's a draw for MMA fans.
He's
not.
cult
I wouldn't
fan.
call it a draw, because draw means you're bringing casual fans. Now he's bringing casual fans for sure.
Well, by that
But
definition,
back then he was in a different weight class.
Sure.
No, he was losing, and he was just
wasn't losing.
He won that one fight against Michael Johnson, and
you think
he's
he lost
calling
his
out
last
Conor
fight?
McGregor is so fucking random.
It wasn't random though, because they were talking about that fight several times in the past.
I didn't hear about it.
Well, I did. They tried to make that fight a couple times last minute when Otto got pulled out.
I don't remember any of that.
I do. I'm telling you, it was a thing.
Well, you didn't tell me about it, so I'm gonna blame you for that.
So yeah, the McGregor Nate thing was not random.
Anyway, it's very similar to the situation with Clay Guida, and you're being very.
I still disagree because Nate's still a bigger draw than Clay is. Even without the counter, he was still a way bigger draw. And he has a better resume to fight Conor than Clay does. Who's Clay's best win? Oh, I don't know. I almost said Nick Diaz, but that was Diego Sanchez who beat Nick Diaz. But I didn't see the fight, but I'm pretty sure that was just some like bullshit decision because Nick didn't want to like play by the points because everybody else does when they fight against them.
All right. So, anyways,
So going back to Nick,
yeah,
you don't know what happened. Like you don't know.
I do. I'm getting to
Okay,
it.
go.
So apparently, the charge is domestic abuse by strangulation or whatever.
Choke the motherfucker out.
This is what
They probably deserved it.
one of his friends said on Instagram.
Can you guys tell that I'm a Diaz fan?
I can tell. I'm trying so hard to like combat you on everything you say about Diaz brothers because you're so fucking 100% about it. You like just lower the percentage a little
balls
bit.
deep with the Diaz bros.
90%.
They're my favorite fighters.
90%.
Don't be scared.
I've
homie.
never heard you mention a single flaw.
Their flaw is they don't.
Except sometimes they don't show
fight
up.
to win.
That's literally the only thing.
They don't fight to
That's
win.
the only thing wrong with them.
They fight to fight.
They're perfect humans otherwise.
No, I never said that. But
You never talk about flaws ever.
When the fuck-
90%, man. It's a
when
little
the
lower.
fuck do I have to talk about their perfect human stats? The only perfect human in the
feel like
world
you do.
is Nicholas motherfucking Lidstrom, bobblehead cat right here.
I really thought you were going to say yourself.
No.
And I was going to turn off the podcast. Anyway, so this is what one of Nick's friends said on Instagram. There is no scenario where Nick would put his hands on anyone unless it was necessary self-defense, and then watch the fuck out. Moving on, the girl who is accusing him is the most deranged and insane I've met to date.
Do you know who this is? His friend? Is it Jake Shields or Gilbert?
It's no one that I've heard of. I think it's just a close friend.
Okay.
She has been obsessed with and stalked Nick for maybe 2 years now. Suicide attempts, calls to his family from fake numbers, thousands of calls a day. Yes, thousands. Showing up everywhere he goes, following his story. He changed his number to get away, but Vegas is small, and they cross paths again.
Jesus Christ.
She left their interaction feeling some type of way yesterday and put in a fake report to get even and have him arrested, which she's threatened to do many times before as well. She's claiming to have a broken hip, and like I saw a video of Nick raising some bloody elbows saying he had to bow some guy. So I don't, obviously that's not related here because she's not suffering from anything like that. But that was one of the evidences.
Dick riding his side of the Diaz bros.
Okay.
I tend to agree with the first thing that he said, that Nick will never put his hands on somebody when he doesn't need to.
He said he's not a very
He's not
tough guy. He's not trying to appear tough to anybody.
A lot of fighters are, because what do they have to prove?
Right.
Everybody knows that they're fighters. If anything, people get drunk and they see a fucking fighter, and then their masculinity goes down, and they know that they're not the alpha in the fucking room, and that starts to fuck with them. It makes them insecure. It makes them think, I can take that guy. Fuck that guy. Blah blah blah. And they get their liquid courage or whatever, and then they start talking shit. Like that happens to MMA fighters all the time. I hear stories of it constantly. Like whoever's on Joe Rogan's podcast or whatever, they talk about like little lawsuits. Like Cowboy got sued several times from people just trying to fuck with him all the time and that. So I can definitely see that. And another reason why I tend to agree with that is because I think it was like at least a year ago, Nick Diaz was at a club and 4 guys jumped him in the bathroom. And he fucking, from what I heard, like he was piecing them up. And then the people came in and broke it up, and the cops came there and they asked Nick if he wanted to press charges. And he said no. He goes, no, they're fine. They were drunk. It's no big deal.
Right.
So I think Nick is like a level-headed cat. I don't think he gets wasted. I don't even think that fucker drinks. He's a vegan. He eats super healthy. He's super clean.
So I'm pretty sure that all these allegations are just that.
It's probably fake news. It's a pull from that bitch, probably trying to get some money. Mm-hmm. But I could be wrong. I don't want to sound too harsh.
Right, we won't get too assumptuous.
Now, don't be scared, homie. Don't be scared. That's all I gotta say.
Ridiculous. Is he gonna be fighting again? Do you think?
Yes.
When?
I think by the end of this year he'll fight.
What?
That's what I think.
What if he goes to prison?
He's not gonna go to prison for this bullshit.
You don't think UFC will get all social justice warrior and suspend him for domestic abuse?
No. I think the UFC likes money. If that's the case, why the fuck would they not suspend Conor for life?
He didn't intentionally hurt anyone.
He fucking threw a dolly through a goddamn bus window.
I don't think he meant for it to go through it. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. See, this is what it's like talking to you about the Diaz.
Do you hear yourself right now? What Conor did is inexcusable.
Change the subject, stay on the story.
Inexcusable. What story? You told me the fucking Nick Diaz story. Do I think he's going to fight?
Yeah.
I think he'll fight by the end of the year. And I hope it's for the 170-pound title.
It's just coming straight for the title?
This is the age of stardom. Whatever is the most popular fight. Everybody knows that. UFC's in dead. They want to make the most popular fights. They want to get the most pay-per-view draws and the most profit, right?
Right.
That's not how it used to be. Back in the day, they had ranking systems, and that's how you earned your shot at the title. But now it's just anybody's game. Whoever could talk the most shit. But everybody loves Nick Diaz. And say what you want about Nate, but since he's gotten his star power, Nick's star power has risen as well. Like, I'm sure a lot of more people know about Diaz's last name.
How do you quantify that?
Because
what are you judging that off of?
Because Nate Diaz is more popular now.
Yeah.
He's probably top 5 draw in the UFC easily.
So you're assuming that Nick followed him?
I'm saying that the name Nate Diaz is very similar to Nick Diaz. And Diaz, and then you find out that's Nick.
So it's just by relevancy?
Well, yeah, that, and then you find, that's Nate's older brother. And then the casual fans may look him up and see, oh my God, he's just like Nate, but he talks more shit. He does more controversial shit. Oh, he fucking fought GSP before. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, look at his fight with Robbie Lawler. Oh my God, he fucking knocked Robbie Lawler out. He's knocked fucking Paul Daly out. Oh my God. Like, Nate's a fucking G. That's why I think his star power came up. Yeah. And I definitely think he's more popular than Tyron Woodley. And I think he'd win that fight.
Okay.
So why wouldn't they do that?
Is that what we were talking about?
What other fight do you think would happen? The only other fight I could see is Lawler Diaz 2, which would not be a bad idea. Because Lawler's coming back from his ACL injury. And
why not Nick GSP instead of Conor GSP?
Because we've seen Nick GSP already.
So?
Who? Conor GSP?
Yeah. Oh. Like you were suggesting to me earlier.
For one, we've seen Nick GSP already. Mm-hmm. 2, I don't... Like, what motivation is that for GSP other than money?
Money? And to fight Nick Diaz?
He's already fought Nick Diaz.
Again?
You think
it's a privilege every time.
You think he wants to fight Nick Diaz?
I'm sure it's a privilege every time.
When I heard GSP talk on Joe Rogan's podcast, he said that money's not a motivator for him. He has money. Mm-hmm. Legacy is the biggest motivator for him. He's already had the 170-pound title, so he doesn't want to get that back. He got the 185-pound title, and he found out he's way too small for that class. He got that stomach issues and shit. Mm-hmm. And what's left is the 155-pound title. And Legacy, first person ever to have 3 championships in different weight classes in UFC. Mm. I could see that. I think that's what he's going to aim for. So I think Conor and Khabib have to fight first, though. And he'll fight the winner.
So who does Conor fight?
Khabib.
The kebab?
And I don't know who wins that fight. I honestly
That's
don't.
A discussion for another day, I think.
Yeah. But since we're already on good old MMA talk, Till and Wonderboy are fighting this Sunday. So this podcast is going to be out after the fact. Because scheduling issues. Because this business ain't that fucking professional. But what are your thoughts on that?
On what?
Till Wonderboy. You are an English fucker.
I am.
You fucking Brit douchebag.
Wow.
That's why we won. Bitch.
I've never even been there.
That's why
I've never even been there.
We won the war.
You're just talking shit to my mom right now because she's the only one that has been there. Her and my grandma, obviously.
Cool. We won the war, Grandma.
Who's we? Poland win a war against England? I don't think so. Oh, we're dragging out heritages. How did Poland do in its wars? Yeah.
Poland.
Yes. Just leave it. Let's just leave it
there. It's a very passive country. I think you should love them. Unlike your fucking horrible British pasties.
Anyway, I'm going with Stephen Wonderboy.
You are?
Mm-hmm. I just love him too much.
I think that Darren Till is asking for too much too soon.
I agree.
Till's big. He's huge. I just seen him and Wonderboy face off. And you could tell he got a little bit of size on him. But it's not like how Till was against Cowboy, where he's just towering over him.
Right.
What blows my mind about this fight, for the odds, is Till's the fucking favorite.
Why?
It's not crazy favorite. It's like negative 100.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel like that's way too close.
Yeah. Till's last 2 fights before Cowboy were decisions. Wonderboy's last 2 fights were Masvidal, who he fucking outclassed, and then Woodley.
And then Woodley.
So,
and then 2 championships and a destruction.
He arguably beat Woodley in one of the fights. Mm-hmm. I don't think he won any of them, but it was very fucking close.
Arguably.
Right.
So yeah, there's a very different...
They're both amazing stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Wonderboy has his karate background, which I think he's like 57-0,
mm-hmm.
and Till was like 61 and something in his fucking background. But the way Darren Till fights, I think, is gonna go right into Wonderboy's plan. Like, everybody who has fought Wonderboy rushes him except Woodley. Mm-hmm. And when you don't rush Wonderboy, it comes into that
nothing happens.
That chess match.
Mm-hmm.
And if Darren Till comes rushing out at Woodley, or not Woodley, at Wonderboy, like a madman, I think he's gonna get caught slipping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's gonna try too hard for the knockout, and if you try too hard for a fucking knockout, it's not gonna show up. I don't think it's gonna be a crazy fucking bar burner that a lot of people think it's gonna be.
You think it's over quick?
I think it's either over quick, or it's gonna be, or if Darren Till's smart, he'll recognize
just stay away
that
from
Wonderboy is elite, and you should take him very seriously, and don't think you're just gonna plow through him.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could be a chess match again until somebody gets clipped. But I hope Till proves me wrong. I hope Till does exactly what he says he did, or says he's going to do, and just knocks him out in the second round. It just fucking outclasses Wonderboy.
Right.
Because if he does that, then you got another Conor McGregor in the UFC.
Just like that?
Yeah, easily. And then that also puts a little bit more pressure on Conor too. Because if UFC has a different star that's gaining popularity at the same level as Conor, which Till was gaining it a lot faster than Conor did. Conor had a few fights before he got super popular.
Yeah.
And Till's already fucking fighting #1 contender.
Well, this is like the age of stardom.
Right.
Everyone's
Conor
attaching to
young
talent.
So that could put pressure on Conor to fight Khabib, come back. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But other than that, UFC 225 is in a
2
couple
weeks.
Yeah. And that's a
big one.
I don't think you realize how many fights are on this card.
I do.
Are you looking at it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. Whitaker, Romero's the main event. RDA Covington is a co-main event. Which I don't fucking get. That's for an interim belt at 170 pounds.
It is?
Yeah. And Woodley wants to fight in July.
Why?
I think they're forcing Woodley to fight the winner. Because Woodley's been asking for a money fight since he's gotten the title. Which you can't be mad at. I mean, the only thing you can be mad at is, like, get a couple title defenses, then ask for a money fight. But he's done that. He's defended the title 3 times already.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's more than anybody in the same time span. Any other champion.
I think so. He's pretty active.
Yeah, so there's a lot of hate on him that's unnecessary.
I agree.
A lot of people think that he's like a boring fighter now, that he's not who he used to be, and that he whines and he's a crier and he complains all the time, and I think it's bullshit. Like, first of all, there's levels to the rankings. Once you become the champion, you're making 10 times more money. You're getting 10 times more popularity. You're getting more sponsorships. You're getting pay-per-view buys from part of your purse, which is a huge X factor. And you get a champion's contract, which is it's just more money, right?
Right.
So you're not going to go out there and try to have a fucking bar burner fight just to please the fans if that's going to put you at risk, especially when you're fighting Wonderboy.
I know. That's real dangerous.
And he clipped Wonderboy in both fights. He almost finished Wonderboy. If you're going based off that, Woodley he was close to finishing the fight twice. Wonderboy was not ever. He didn't put Woodley in any danger at all. And then he had to fight Maya after the fact. So he's fought one of the best stand-up specialists in the UFC 2 times in a row, and then he went to one of the best ground specialists in the UFC. So when you're fighting these specialists, you got to be super smart on how you approach the situation. You got to fucking fight that shit tactically.
Right.
And sometimes that makes a chess match. Sometimes people think that's boring. I don't think that they're boring.
I don't think so either. I think it's mostly just the casual fan who doesn't really understand the nuances that they're seeing.
Yeah, that shit, when people boo those fights, it fucking, I hate it. It makes me want to, like, scream it off. I want to put all of them in a classroom, like, college style. There's, like, 200 fuckers, and I'm at the bottom, and I have, like, a big-ass board of notes.
You want to have a UFC school?
I want the PowerPoint to say, you guys are all fucking morons.
No, you just want to insult them.
And I just want to talk shit.
Okay.
Like a very angry teacher that's having a shitty life outside of school.
Wow. I see you've thought about this fantasy a lot. It's pretty in-depth.
But yeah, Winley's going to have to fight the winner of Covington versus RDA. And I hope it's RDA. I understand what Covington's doing with his shit talk.
All right.
But it's so bad. It's like a ripoff of Chael, but you're like... It reminds me of a little brother that's trying to follow big brother's footsteps, but just doesn't got it. You know what I mean?
Right. Like a bird flies away and then its baby kind of flies and just falls straight down.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is the UFC's like all in with it.
Well, yeah.
They're giving him an interim title shot right off rip, and after fighting Maya, and I don't get it. Like, the fans aren't all into it.
Do you think maybe the UFC is trying to manufacture him as a star? Maybe they're telling him to act all fucking crazy and it's not who he is, so he's doing it poorly. And they're giving me all these shots to try to speed up his stardom.
I don't think so. Because if the UFC has done that, we would have known about it by now.
What if this is like
the first time that they've done it?
Like I said, it's the time of rising stars.
They picked the wrong fucking person.
I don't know why you picked Colby Covington, yeah.
I don't think that's the case. I think Colby Covington.
Is it Covington or Covington?
Covington.
That's what I was saying. Then you said Covington. It's Covington.
I think he knows how to get popular. He knows what's necessary. He wants to be the bad guy. He wants to be like in the WWE. He wants to be the guy that people boo.
Mm-hmm. The heel.
Yeah, I understand that, but you're not good at it.
Try something else.
And the way he fights isn't entertaining at all either. But RDA's been a fucking monster at 170. He's been destroying everybody he's came across.
Who has he fought recently?
His last fight was against Robbie Lawler. He's the one that fucked Lawler up. Just all 5 rounds just destroyed him. And he's small. He's a small guy.
Yeah.
For 170, but he's just a freak athlete. He does these extreme strength and conditioning exercise routines that just makes him nonstop. Like, he has no empty gas tank. He's continuous. But Kobe's bigger. Kobe's a wrestler. I hope it's not a boring fucking... he gets him to the ground and just ground and pounds him for 5 rounds.
All right.
Like, I hope RDA can use his jiu-jitsu to stand back up and actually make it a contested fight. RDA is the favorite, so it's not like I think Kobe is going to just breeze past him, but I just hope that's not the case. And then you got Holm versus Anderson. Anderson was the Invicta champ at 145 pounds. Her and Cyborg were supposed to fight like forever ago.
Right.
But she had like personal issues, and Cyborg
all kinds of drama.
Put her on fucking blast on Twitter like an asshole. She hashtagged Border Patrol or whoever the fuck and said that Megan Anderson doesn't have a green card or she's an illegal immigrant right now.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was like straight off of Cyborg's Twitter. Oh my Lord. But I don't think it was Cyborg. I think it was her her husband who does her promoting and shit. But Holm's the 2-1 favorite in that fight, but I don't know. Megan Anderson's a beast. She's a big girl. And I think everybody knows how to beat Holly now.
How's that?
You just don't fucking get caught slipping. You got to make sure you're always on point and try to take her to the ground. Unless you're Cyborg. Cyborg's just big as fuck. And, and she's a better striker,
press the punch button.
Yeah.
Be fine.
But when you look at people who she fought after Ronda.
Miesha Tate.
Miesha Tate, who she was winning the fight.
Until she got taken down.
She got taken down and submitted. Mm-hmm. And then who did she fight after Miesha Tate? She fought Valentina Shevchenko, who Valentina is just as good striking. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like a stalemate, but Valentina was winning the grappling contest and won that fight. And then she fought Jermaine Randamine. Mm-hmm. No. She fought homegirl, Betch Correia.
Right.
Yeah. And Betch was like, the fight was almost a stalemate because
it was pretty close.
Holly Holm is so passive with her fighting that she waits for the perfect opportunity, and sometimes those opportunities don't come. So she was losing rounds. And then Betch started running her mouth, and she put her guard down, and then Holly Holm gave her that question mark kick and knocked her ass out. Mm-hmm. And then she fought Jermaine Durandamy, which was a close fight. I think she arguably won that fight because that bitch should have gotten points taken away for those two late
we know.
fucking hits. That's bullshit.
Heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
It was one of your biggest gripes for a while.
Then she fought Cyborg, right?
Yeah.
I may be missing a fight or whatever. But basically, all those fights that she lost were people that didn't fall into her trap of coming at her like Ronda did, like a bull matador, you know?
Yeah.
They grappled with her. They didn't get close to her. And they won decisions.
Or took her down. Choked her out.
Misha's the only one that did that, but yeah. And then after that, so those are like the first fucking last three
Yeah,
fights.
once again, we're starting backwards.
That's fine.
Like we always do.
This fucking card's stacked. So you have 185-pound title fight, which Whitaker Romero, which we didn't even fucking talk about.
No, you skipped right over it and then went straight to RDA and Covington for some reason.
I'm going with Whitaker. We can talk more about it next week.
Okay.
And then RDA Covington, Holm Anderson, and CM fucking Punk versus Mike Jackson.
CM fucking Punk. Only plus 195. Mm-hmm. Think he's made some improvements? Have you heard anything else about his training?
Hope so. I mean,
obviously he has to have made improvements, but like significant. You haven't heard anything?
I haven't heard anything of him saying like he's a monster in the gym or anything like that.
It's probably not a good thing.
I mean, have you heard anything about Mike Jackson?
It's probably not a good thing.
Do you know who he is? Mm-mm. He's the guy that lost to Mickey Gall in the Tuesday Night Contender Series.
Yeah.
Or no, it was looking for a fighter or some shit. The Dana White's looking for a fight or whatever. Mm-hmm. He lost to Mickey Gall. I lied. It was not on that. It was actually on UFC.
It was his first fight.
Yeah, it was his first fight, and he got destroyed by Mickey Gall.
That's what I thought.
First round submission.
So
I think
chance for CM Punk?
I think this fight's gonna be more contested.
Oh man, I can't wait.
You can't really call.
Right.
Like CM Punk's at a great gym. Mm-hmm. He trains with like Pettis and
He looked really
Woodley.
bad, though. He looked really bad last time.
He didn't look bad. He just
Real bad.
He got outclassed.
It was
and
bad.
he looked like there was crazy jitters because he came straight at Mickey Gall through one fucking punch.
And got level changed like that.
And then there was no getting up on a brown belt. Mm-hmm. You can't learn MMA that fast. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care
but it's not like
who's
Mickey Gall.
teaching you.
It's not like Mickey Gall was like supposed to be this big fucking threat to him.
That's exactly what it was supposed to be.
Well, yeah, to him, but not in general. Like, it's not like they threw him to the wolves.
They kind of did. They should have gave him the loser of that fight. But Mickey Gall was hyping himself up extremely well. Like, he handled those post-fight interviews really well.
Yeah, he seemed to call out the right person every single time.
Call out the right people. And he don't look bad, so he got to face on him. So they wanted to build a star up with CM Punk's name. I completely agree with that. Great business move.
Sure.
Because CM Punk's name's never going to fade away. Like, they got 2 fights with him. If he wins this fight, then they got more with him. Like, he can do a third easily.
Yeah.
But the thing that's shitty about this is that's the pay-per-view. That's the final 4 fights or 5 fights on the pay-per-view, right?
That's the pay-per-view? CM Punk's on the pay-per-view?
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay, go on.
The next fight, Alistair Overeem versus Curtis Blades, is the FS1 main event.
I feel like someone might have accidentally switched some things up there.
They did that purposely because CM Punk's a bigger draw.
I thought they're ditching Fox. Why are they trying to make FS1 a bigger thing?
They're just trying to make as much money as possible. And did you not hear me, motherfucker? I said CM Punk's a bigger draw. So
Then Alistair Overeem?
they put him. Yes, he's a bigger star. Bottom line. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Disgusting.
It's
So Overeem versus Curtis Blades.
yeah. So that's a slaps to the face by Overeem, but he doesn't care because there are more viewers on FS1. So he's like, it don't matter. I get to fight earlier.
Sure.
I like that. My fans in Europe can watch it then, and there's more viewers, which is the right way to approach it.
Okay.
But Curtis Blades is the favorite, which I'm shocked.
Yeah, they're seriously selling Overeem short.
For real. Curtis Blades is a great wrestler. He's the one that fought Mark Hunt, and I thought Mark Hunt was going to fucking knock him out. He almost finished him in the first round. And then Curtis just started wrestling his ass. I don't know if you can wrestle Overeem like that.
Yeah, that's not really his Achilles heel.
Yeah, like have you ever heard of anybody taking Overeem down? Like he fought Verdum. Stipe
was that just
him.
with the ground and pound?
He finished him at ground and pound, but I think he clipped him to knock him down.
Gotcha.
But it's not like everybody knows that that's his Achilles heel.
Right.
So it's going to be tough as fuck to take Overeem down. And then that's all Curtis really got because no one's standing with Overeem well.
Right.
Unlike, like, obviously, Miocic is. The only reason why Overeem is not the champ is because his chin's gone.
Yeah.
If he had a good chin...
The old glass cannon.
Yeah, he'd fucking easily be the heavyweight champ because he's a better he's one of the best strikers in UFC ever.
And he's built as fuck.
He was built, dude, for Ngannou.
He's still built.
He looked like Overeem against Ngannou.
Yeah.
But he didn't fight like Overeem. He fought like the old, I'm scared, I don't want to get knocked out. Oh my God, I'm fighting this monster Overeem.
I think we might have cursed him by being there. I was jamming to his walkout song.
I thought his head was going to be taken off, dude.
It looked like it. It looked painful, like damaging.
I was shocked. I started clapping once he got back up. I was like worried for him.
Yeah. So hopefully he does better there, even though he's...
I think Overeem's going to knock his ass out.
Yeah, I think so too.
But
although saving our picks for next week, right?
Well, our opinions may change. A lot can happen in a week.
It's true.
Your girlfriend's fighting.
Damn right.
Claudia versus Esparza. I think it's an easy fight for Claudia.
I think so too.
I think Esparza has improved a lot, but she's just like a mini version of Claudia. Like her striking is good, but it's not as good as Claudia's. Claudia has more power. Carla's wrestling is good, but it's not as good.
Not as good
as Claudia's. And Claudia's jiu-jitsu is way better than Carla's. So I think it'll be an easy fight for Claudia.
Is this supposed to be just like a pickup fight for Claudia? Just
I mean,
to get back
she doesn't really have anybody else left to fight.
Sure.
They're not going to give her a title shot right off rip. So they're probably going to give her this, and if she wins this, she might fight the winner. And then there's still so many more fights. Like Rashad Evans is fighting on that fucking card. He's on FS1. No.
You didn't even include him on your list.
I know, because there's too many fucking fights.
So you're talking about him not getting fucking exposure.
He's on Fight Pass.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, dude. This may be his last fucking fight. Let him go out on live TV, man.
We'll watch it.
Then you got Lamas versus Bektik, and a fight I'm really interested in is Benavidez versus Sergio Pettis. Sergio's been good. He's been great. His last fight was a loss against Henry Cejudo, but I think Henry just wrestled him down.
Yeah.
Benavidez may do the same thing.
But he's not as good as Cejudo.
He beat Cejudo.
I mean, wrestling.
No, nobody as good as a pure wrestler. He's an Olympic gold medalist, but as far as MMA wrestling, it's probably pretty close. I don't know about that fight. Is
that why I'm
not going to make a pick right now.
Opinions may change or be formed.
But that's all I got. Oh, no, I lied. UFC 3, the game. There's a fucking tournament.
I feel like we already talked about it.
No, we didn't.
Are you sure?
We talked about it.
That was on here.
But we didn't talk about it. Like, the podcast didn't talk about it.
Okay. Tell me about it then.
Well, you know how they added Dana White into the game?
I do.
That amazing in shape Dana White that
he's like ripped now, star. Apparently.
If you fight as him in the beat career for UFC 3, like my career or whatever,
right,
and you become a champion, you are entered to win in the EA Sports competition. But you're not entered. You got to enter in to win, and then once you become the champion, then you're like automatically
eligible.
You're eligible to win a prize.
So what are the prizes?
There's several prizes, Dalton.
Okay.
I don't tell you. First of all, I haven't played this game, so I don't even know how hard this challenge is. I don't know if Dana White's terrible in the game. I'm assuming he's got to have some kind of decent
well, if you're
ranking.
playing as a Be a Pro, you're probably starting with shitty stats, and you got to build them up. I'm pretty sure it's just using his model.
Gotcha. Well, there's 6 winners. And out of those 6 winners, there's 1 grand prize winner. But if you're one of the 6 winners, you get 2 tickets to UFC 226, which is the July card with Miocic, Cormier. Jesus. And the rest of the fucking... It's going to be best card of the year.
Okay.
Get to go in the weigh-ins, which is free anyway, so I guess that's not like a huge deal.
Yeah, you'll probably be there.
Airfare and hotel accommodations, a $1,500 Visa gift card, and $500 UFC store credit.
That's a lot of shit.
Pretty dope.
Just for beating people up as Dana White. Mm-hmm. Nice.
But the grand prize winner, well, wait, there's more, wins all of that. Also, he sits with Dana White's VIP section. He gets
At the fight?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He gets to sit with Dana White personally for the main event. Which I don't know how that's going to work.
Like right next to him?
Does he just like come up just for the main event?
I think you have to stay
talk?
next to him at all times and enjoy the fight with him.
I wouldn't even talk to him. I would be watching the fight. I feel like Dana White...
You wouldn't talk to Dana White?
I wouldn't have small talk with him. I'd be talking about
No,
the
you'd
fight.
be talking about fights and everything.
Yeah. I think Dana White would be fun as fuck to watch a fight with.
I also think
Because I could think he knows how to hype a fucking fight up. He's one of the best promoters of all time. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he can hype you up watching a fucking fight. You know what I mean? So
that would be fun as shit.
That'd be pretty fucking sweet as hell. And then you get to play UFC 3 against Dana White.
You'd probably whoop his ass if you become the champion as him.
An opportunity to get a custom, this is what it says, custom outfit like a fighter.
You really think this is a big joke, don't you?
Custom outfit like a fighter? You mean a Reebok kit? Is that what you meant?
That doesn't sound... You wouldn't want a Marchwinsky Reebok kit?
Something that I can just go buy online real quick?
For like $100 per piece?
Yeah, I don't think that should be included as the grand prize.
It's one of the constituents of the grand prize. You're acting like...
The Reebok.
Congratulations, you won. Here's some Reebok clothes.
That's what they should have did for the 6 people. They should have just given them Reebok shit.
Screw your $2,000 in valuables.
No, they should have gave the first prize winner the $500 in-store credit, and then the 6 people just Reebok kits.
I think the Reebok kits are cool, and when I win the grand prize, I'll be happily wearing it.
Will you?
And you'll be jealous.
I won't be jealous.
What else do you win?
I'll be jealous.
What else do you win?
Sit next to Dana. And then the best prize, in my opinion, you get to go to the UFC headquarters.
And do what?
And check out the Performance Institute.
The Performance Institute? Mm-hmm. Tell me what that is for those of us who don't know.
If you don't know what the fucking Performance Institute is, why are you listening to this podcast? All we do is talk about MMA.
That is not all we do.
The majority.
So you have to know what the Performance Institute is?
Yeah. If you
because
don't,
we're talking about sports?
then I think you need to unsubscribe. Just saying.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to tell you now.
Okay.
Just for the 2 of you that don't know.
There are dozens of them.
It's the fucking state-of-the-art gym for UFC fighters. If you're signed to the UFC, you can go to this gym for free. You get to utilize their doctors, their nutritionists, their equipment, and basically get like the fucking most prime, up-to-date equipment. It's pretty fucking sick.
Like you can run on the treadmills with the breather mask and everything.
Dude, they got treadmills underwater there that are like half...
I've seen those.
Yeah. They got cryotherapy chambers. They got like a fucking kitchen inside of there.
I doubt you'd be able to use all that shit.
Why the fuck not?
While you're there, I mean.
I would definitely use the cryotherapy machine.
While you're there visiting, it's just a tour, man.
Yeah, I'll be like,
you're not just gonna dump you into the cryo tank.
Can I use the cryo tank real quick? You think they're gonna tell me no?
Yeah, I do. I do think that. Loony. That is some sick grand prize though, just for playing a fucking video game.
I feel like they're gonna have so many contestants that do it because it can't be that
millions.
hard. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a random.
Yeah, might as well join the lottery.
They just want you to play the game
and buy it for one.
But those are some good rewards for the
Absolutely.
game. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. But that's all I got for MMA talk.
It was pretty decently timed there.
Yeah,
one of your better ones, I'd say.
You want to wrap this shit up or what?
I wrapped up the last one. I feel.
Well, I think that after this, we should go fucking get some food because I'm starving.
Mm-hmm.
And go see Han Solo.
Solo?
The movie you're hating on.
I don't have high hopes for it. What can I say? It's already gotten mild reviews. I've heard people say that it is charming and people do like it, but I don't know. I'm not like sold on the not Harrison Ford
movie. So
sure,
just
right.
Enjoy it.
It skates by on its charm and its relation to Star Wars.
Sure. Just can't be mad at that.
That's why I'm going to see it. I'm not hating on it like you were describing. I just don't think it'll be good.
Well, don't listen to Dawn's stupid ass.
We'll let you know.
Mindset.
We will let you know next week.
Yeah, we're going to spoil it next week. So you guys got a week from Monday, Memorial Day, to watch the fucking movie. If not, and you listen to this, you're fucked. And it's your fault. I warned you.
Wow.
But other than that, rate, subscribe, share this shit. Go on our website. Check out the merch.
Merch!
Dawn made the merch live. We should have talked about that a little bit. But
Probably. I mean, we could do it right now. Acting like it's a lost cause.
Go ahead, Mr. Merch Maker.
So, in case you don't know, I currently work for a custom clothing company. You know what that means is that I get the free hookup for some merch. Which that means is that I made my own fucking t-shirts and other products coming soon for Passive and Aggressive.
Yes, you made the passive brand and the aggressive brand.
Yes. So you can browse from something themed towards Nick's personality or something better and less,
something
violent.
Jesus Christ.
We got some good stuff up there. I'm pretty proud of it.
I think it looks dope. I think you did a good job. I'm happy with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we made some good progress this week. We got merch this week. We became a legitimate business this week.
Lost twice to the Cavs.
It's been a pretty fucking busy week.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad this shit's moving. And
so
the busier we are, the further along this is going to get. And I'm still having fun. Mm-hmm. That's what makes this amazing. Because typically when you try to do something that's a non-traditional job, it gets to become like a chore.
Right. You got to bust ass when you're busting ass doing something you don't want to do. Mm-hmm. It feels bad.
That's why everybody says follow your passions, because if you don't follow your passions, you better have a very strong mindset to eat shit for a long time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we're making progress, and we'll see how much further we can get in next week's episode.
Yeah.
But until then, share. Don't interrupt me.
I wasn't going to interrupt you. I was going to say the exact same fucking thing.
You said I get to end this shit?
I was going to try chipping a little bit, but fine. You handle yourself. I'm just going to walk away now.
Go. We don't need you. We don't need you.
I'm Dalton Johnston.
You can't already quit.
See you guys next week.
What a fucking loser. Thank God, now that he's gone, I get to talk shit. First of all, Dawn has the biggest crush on the bitch that's in the NBA 2K18 game. I forget her name. He's telling me to cut right now. You already left.
You always ruin the mystique of the studio, man.
The studio. Alright, I'm wrapping this shit up. We're getting too long and I'm fucking starving. So rate, subscribe, share the shit out, check the website out, let us know what you think about the merch, and peace out.
See ya, bitches!